Dave Chappelle delivered a very powerful post-election monologue on SNL. Dave reflected on 2020 so far and talked about race relations and the pandemic. But in his bit about the election, he urged Biden supporters to take a humble approach to victory. Watch.
But here's the difference between me and you. You guys hate each other for that. And I don't hate anybody. I just hate that feeling. That's what I fight through. That's what I suggest you fight through.
That gave me chills. Al, you're a comedian, and oftentimes I don't think comics get enough credit for having social commentary and for also just kind of like cutting to the chase and telling it like it is. We saw a very vulnerable side, but relatable side to Dave Chappelle. What did you make of it?
Yeah, Sam, I often kind of lament when I say that comedians are quite often gone after because they're the ones that speak the truth. So when you speak the truth, you are going to leave yourself open to criticism, open to attack by using certain words that certain groups might not like. But the positive side of that and the real gift of that is, as a comic, we are the only people that people will really listen to. And Dave Chappelle is a black man that lives in a small country town, and he speaks for everybody. We have all anointed him to speak. You don't hear people criticizing his language. You don't hear people criticizing his content, because we have all decided consciously that this man is allowed to speak, and he will not be held to these weird kind of standards that we hold reporters to musicians to politicians to. Nobody else can speak like comics when you've gotten to that level. Trust me, open micers try that and it doesn't go well. But Dave Chappelle has a pass, and it's a pass that was given to him because he earned it through decades of incredible stand-up.
Well said. And Tori, I want your take on Maya Rudolph. So she came out swinging as Kamala Harris, and fans noticed how she nailed the vice president-elect's look just hours after her speech. So take a look at the two outfits. Many people on Twitter wondered whether SNL contacted the Biden team beforehand. So what did you think about her look, of course, but also more importantly, what did you think about her take on SNL of Kamala?
First of all, the costume department and SNL is like the best one in the universe because they have to do so many switches and makeup changes. So I have no doubt that they figured out, they had someone on standby going to get the blouse or whatever it was. So bravo to that team. Second off, I think the entire scene, I don't love Jim Carrey as Joe Biden, but when he did his who, the her, and brought back that Ace Ventura, I think for a lot of people it was just a relief valve. And what else is that but comedy? And I think Maya Rudolph, you could feel her joy in the moment too. And I think at some point these are also human beings. And I think as a black woman, Maya Rudolph, she felt some pride in that. And I think you would see it in her performance.